Hey YouTube, this is React City. I'm Jark.
I'm Rose.
I'm Nikki.
And this is Code Geass, episode 4 of season 2, episode 4.
Goodness.
Last time, Rose got a gun to his head.
Rose?
Rose
Rose.
got it back?
What happened last time?
Lelouch had a plan to use Rollo as his pawn to find Nunnally, but does not know that Rollo has a Geass.
Yes. And as usual, that one missing variable can't account for it.
He
Yes.
throws him off. Something that I came up I think off camera was that's the reason when we saw his Lancelot looking thing, his nightmare looked like it was there and then it wasn't there anymore. It's because of his Geass, so he can, and it apparently affects like a range.
Yeah, radius.
And a long range, because if we remember, when that thing disappeared, the guy was standing a good bit away. That's why he felt like he could zoom in and give comms.
Yeah.
So yeah. Anything that you're expecting or you want to see in this episode?
We need to see how Lelouch gets out of this, because he's gonna talk no jutsu his way somewhere.
Yeah, or someone's gonna swoosh in.
Yeah. How do you think Lelouch wants to deal with Rollo?
I feel like Lelouch has memories of being brother with Rollo. So even though he's kind of like not my real brother, and I want to know where my real sister is, I think he might still look kindly at him, like doesn't want to kill him. So he'd rather, just use him, but not hurt him. But then this Rollo kid wants to kill Zero, so...
Yes, he does. Thank you guys very much for being here. Guys, if you like your time here, please leave a like and subscribe if you want to see more. Check out the Patreon if you guys want to see the next episode of this show a whole week early. And remember, there's also Uncut Tier. Remember as well that we have a Discord there you can talk about the shows that we watch in the description, as well as social medias. So thank you very much, and see you in the discussion.
Have they figured it? Have they captured him?
What is this? It's Rollo's story!
Chillin'.
Oh, he was using them from then. He had his Geass from a young child. Oh! Wow, is that much to him? Oh my gosh.
Wow. Brutal.
Yeah. Wow.
Hey.
Yes. This is true. Well, for now. Lies. He is talking his way out of this.
Talk to Jutsu activate.
Never to you?
Had a gun to his head. Hey.
Yay! Oh, he's happy. He was crying. Did you see that?
Take care of Rollo. Oh, take care of Rollo.
Take care of
Rollo. So we can kill him. Wherever.
She's
I'm
missing?
pretty Oh!
What?
That or they're saying she's dead. Not sure if she went to heaven or
Okay.
hell.
Oh, he keeps activating.
His voice, though.
Oh.
Interesting.
Oh.
What?
Okay. He's in hardcore.
Ooh, stare. Ah, she thinks. Oh, she actually cares.
Of course she does. She was in love. Darlton!
Father! This
Why
must
is
be one
everyone
of-
related?
Promise.
Oh, he's using him to get in.
What's gonna happen? I need to know.
Duel, huh?
To the end!
Gasp.
Oh, she's crying.
Whoa.
Like, what's up?
Cherry blossoms. The end.
Is that the end of the episode?
No.
It better not be.
It is. Oh, he's all fixed up now. He's got a shave.
Yeah.
Contingency
That
plan.
contingency plan.
Sayako. Alright.
He only needs one. My princesses!
Whoa. Oh.
Ugh.
Floor.
Nice!
Terrain again. Who built this city?
Strategy is. Oh no!
Oh.
Oh no!
For the knights.
Why did they build it like that? Oh! Guildford, of course, is okay. Or not.
Oh.
He's surfing!
That's why you wanted the shield.
Ugh.
Rip.
Ugh.
Bart!
Not
Bart!
Bart.
Bart!
Bart.
He smiled. She's happy.
She's like my husband.
Eject. Dude, why would you
Eject!
eject?
Eject, darn it!
Too late now. Wait, what? Oh.
Alfred!
Here he comes.
It's the
Oh,
Vincent.
He's disappearing and appearing.
Oh, he has a way larger range than I thought he did.
Yeah.
Run, man, run.
It's already shut. You can't stop it.
The sniper?
He took it.
Ugh.
He blocked it.
Why did you do it? Because you're my little brother. It's totally manipulating him. 100%, not even a little bit genuine.
So bad.
He's so not even a little bit genuine. I don't buy it for a second.
What the heck? What?
Of course, it's my brother.
My brother.
But
What is it? He's so confused.
Yeah. Now back up. Yeah. Run, red hair, run.
Oh.
Oh.
Oh no! Cece's here! Oh no. He's having a crisis.
He's so manipulative.
ナナリーがいるべきところを奪い取った偽物め散々使い倒して
Aww.
に捨ててやる
I knew it. Wasn't buying the act
Yeah,
for
I
a
know.
second.
I feel so bad for Rollo.
Zaka?
Oh, he's coming! He's coming back! Of course.
Discussion. Fun one.
Yeah.
So Rollo went through one hell of a roller coaster.
Yes.
Yeah. And he was a child. He is a child soldier.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
He
Child
never knew
assassin.
his parents or his family.
No. Yeah. What do you guys think about that?
I could kind of guess.
Mm-hmm.
Considering he's like family. What is this?
Yeah.
Last episode.
Not working well with teams, sitting apart from everyone, not having friends at school. Like, yeah, he had issues.
Detached.
Yeah.
Yes.
Do you think this is like a Mao situation?
Mouse?
Mao.
Oh,
When
Mao.
Because Mao also had that ability, and apparently he had been alone for a long time before. And Rollo's got this ability, and he also seems to have issues being around others, though he may be just that, why get this kid attached to people who's just going to kill people?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would think it's the latter.
The latter.
Yeah, he just doesn't get attached to people he has to kill, and it seems like he's always on an assassination mission.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, and he's well aware of that, because he's like, I want to open the way to my future.
Yeah.
So he figures work for the OSI, keep killing people, eventually he'll get a path where he can live his own life.
Right.
Or he can just take the one that's been offered to him right here, which he he loves the locket. He cares about Lelouch a lot in a way.
He felt the connection that this guy, even though he's got fake memories, is actually nice and gave me a gift.
Mm-hmm. It was precious to him.
Yeah. Unfortunately, Lelouch has no intentions to actually be genuine with him. So let's hope he never overhears anything, which probably is gonna happen. The fact that I just said that, I'm like, oh no, this is just gonna happen.
Murphy's Law.
It's gonna be horrible when that happens.
Yeah.
So Lelouch figured out the power, but given that he already had a recording playback ready and he was counting system once he saw Rollo, he had some idea of the power. How do you guys figure about that? Like, why was he counting to himself if he didn't know about the power?
Yeah.
Maybe it's just a thing he does all the time.
Maybe
he just counts to himself
always...
as soon as he makes eye contact with the person.
Because he saw the time. He said he looked at the time as soon as he entered the room. And that's how, when he was counting himself afterwards, and he's like, it's not matching up. That's how he knew. I don't know. I'm trying to think. Oh, it could have been that he put 2 and 2 together when he was fighting with him with the nightmare. Because remember, he was like, how did he move there so fast? And he may be like, something strange here, and he kind of, some sort of hint, because he's super smart.
Yeah. I can imagine if you're fighting someone like him, he doesn't even have to make major adjustments. Like, just pause everything and move her a little bit and play again, and it just mess with the other person's mind so much. Like, he's moving so weird. Yeah. Anything from the top that you want to talk about?
Can you imagine? Rollo's been using his power since he was a kid.
That's what occurred to me. I was like, how come he's been using it since a kid, but he only has one eye still? So it could be that he's not like using it constantly. Like, he's using it consistently, but not like every day or something. I don't know. Unless what we've been told is a lie.
I think it's just different for everybody. For whatever reason, maybe he has a greater mental capacity, which is failing right now before Lelouch is falling at his feet. But maybe it's like, what I'm wondering is what happens if he loses control of it.
Yeah.
He's stuck in a world frozen forever.
Right.
Unless he closes his eyes, maybe. I don't know if...
Yeah, like if he just closes one eye. Yeah.
But I don't know if it's like Lelouch's where your eye has to be open for it to work.
Yeah. Because
people have to look at his people don't have to look at. Yeah.
Lelouch's precept is you have to make eye contact.
Right. And he actually... Well, he could have actually been doing it. I was going to say, when he just went... The first time we saw him, he started... But then it went away. So I wondered if he has to, like, he turns on the Geass, but then he has to do something for it to activate, or just turning it on is what does it.
Well, also, when we saw all the assassinations, it could very well be all the people that we saw in that list was everyone he's ever killed.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
It could just be he's only used it like 20 times.
Okay.
But we know, he's used it quite a few more times since then, because at least 5 people he's killed of the OSI, his teammates.
Yeah.
So yeah.
So he's kind of liberal then with it.
Liberal, yeah.
I do want to mention before we move on from that, Lelouch literally tucked Jiu-Jitsu himself out of there.
He did.
Yeah.
I just wanted to acknowledge that.
He's like, he set everything up. He's like, I don't care about CC as much as I care about my life. But then he's like, over here, he's like, now I care about you more than my life, my little brother.
How does Rolo not see through that? He's just so, he's like so...
He wants family.
Fragile, you know? That he's taking it.
Yeah.
He desperately wants this thing to be real. And he can see it being real, like... Maybe Lelouch truly didn't see me as his brother, but when I got shot at, he couldn't help himself but get in the way, and then maybe that showed to him how much I mattered to him, and he wants that to be real, so he's more willing to believe it. Maybe. Something I like, I know it's maybe not intentionally symbolic, but I liked that Lelouch's Geass is just visible the whole time he's talking to Rolo, because even though he's not Geassing him, he's still tricking him. He's still manipulating
him to do what he wants.
Yeah, it's almost like that. And not a monster, but the beast within is always visible now. But he's doing the same thing.
Yeah. So the interesting thing is, like you said, he didn't Geass him yet, so he still has that out.
Yeah.
That if Rolo ever starts to, I don't know, get suspicious or something, or he needs him to do something major, he still has an out to Geass him.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, we see what happens when you go too extreme with whatever you say with a Geass, with that eunuch.
Yes.
He was like,
just killed.
He's like, 0 is my way to happiness.
Yeah, it makes me happy.
The way he spoke was wow.
Yeah. I kind of felt bad for him, just because even if he was a bad dude, the idea that he died for something that he
didn't
had no
have
control over,
yeah.
I just don't like that. But I get it, why it had to happen.
And Blue Clothes guy was like, finally got to kill that guy.
Yeah. I literally wrote down Blue as well.
I wrote down Blue killed Chinese leader guy.
Blue killed.
Nobody knows his name. It's Blue. He's Blue from now on.
Yeah, and so when he kills the eunuch, right, he says, so the Vermilion dynasty is finished anyway. So I was thinking, okay, so there's Vermilion dynasty, the emperor or something, but why would he say that in defense of the emperor? So is a eunuch from the Vermilion dynasty? It's like, they're finished anyway, it doesn't matter if I kill you.
I think it's like a lineage thing, like this. He's from the Vermilion lineage. Yeah,
that's what I'm wondering. So there's a lot of infighting, or at least political infighting in the Chinese Federation, there seems. Because even though that he has a solid reason to kill him, he beforehand wanted to get rid of him. He called him a parasite on the emperor. Yeah, because historically, the eunuch faction typically, not always, but there was a lot of times the eunuchs would get a lot of power in Imperial China, and so it's kind of maybe like a callback to that. Maybe that's the same thing that's happening again.
Yeah.
Maybe. I have a gap afterwards because I was so involved in what was happening that, like, after Blue killed the guy, there's nothing there until we get to destroying the Earth again.
Oh.
So do you guys have anything?
There's one thing. Who do you think Sayoko is? What is she?
Sayoko?
Yeah, she's a nurse who took care of Nunali.
Oh.
But she's been everywhere. She's been in the Black Knights, and now she's sitting in the same room with Detard and all the high-ups in the Black Knights. Well, what is she to them?
I saw from when the first time we saw that she was with the Black Knights, she was already reporting to Detard. So I think she just got higher and higher with, like, got on Detard's good side and ends up being like his right hand.
Turns out it's their mother with plastic surgery.
Yeah, I noticed that she's somebody who just was, for lack of a better term, was just a nobody in the background. And all she keeps on being there, keeps on surviving. Yeah,
and they keep showing her for longer and longer.
Everyone else gets caught, not her.
Thing I have is Villette cares.
Yeah, alright, I was like, happy that Ogi lived.
Oh, before that, like, when it's basically the same thing. But, like, earlier we see she's, like, staring. It's like, oh, Ogi.
It's like, this is where it comes to an end.
Yeah.
So she was all hard and, trying to fight those feelings. But she remembers. She remembers how she cared for him and that he cared for her.
Yeah.
So that was cute.
And then, I wonder if she still thinks she's been Geassed to forget things. Or she doesn't realize that she just got a conk on her head.
She probably blames Zero.
100%. She hates him with a passion.
Because Callan even was doubting herself. Like, did you Geass me to be this devoted to Zero and stuff like that? It's like, once you've been Geass, you're just second-guessing everything.
Yeah.
You don't know what you're believing.
Mm. And then we see Zero do the callback to the Black Rebellion. That day he destroyed Tokyo. So yeah, he raises the earthquake platform, one side of it, so that it tilts and pushes everybody onto Chinese Federation
ground
space. Why were they doing? Oh right, they were doing it right in front of it because that was where Zero was supposed to be.
Yeah, so he lifted it up and then tilted it, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Zero's very lucky that all those carts with all their people did not like overturn and kill everybody on it.
Yeah, because it did fall on his back.
It was probably because of the angle he put it at, so it just slid down instead of a roll down. But still, that is a gamble.
And I couldn't orient myself in terms of like where the prisoners were in all of this, because when we find them, they're this way.
They're face up, yeah.
Yeah. And near the ground.
They turned them towards the people watching.
Okay.
Instead of towards the Federation.
Sure.
I mean, I gotta mental math this stuff. They didn't tell us any of this.
I just wanted to make mention, so the infrastructure thing where the floors keep on being able to move and stuff, I just assumed because they're so far in the future that they maybe just ran out of real estate and so they started building up and stuff outwards. So maybe that's why everywhere they have these controls.
I think it's earthquake deterrence because Japan has a lot of earthquakes. I think it's infrastructure to withstand that because they mentioned that before, even during the Black Rebellion, they said something about like the earthquake. Blah, I don't remember what they said. And then they said it again.
Yeah, even when it was happening, the person was like, "Is it an earthquake?"
Yeah. So I think that it like moves the platforms in order to like not damage everything when earthquake is happening. That's my guess.
And then I think next is Lulu's act with Rollo.
Rollo, yes.
It's very sad. Like,
Rollo is he's
poor
just
Rollo.
such a Cinnabon.
I don't know, and I don't know if Lulu will ever, like, I don't know, come to feel sorry for him enough to not throw him away like he's planning to, you know?
Maybe. Because maybe Rollo will start acting like more a brother to him instead of trying to take Nanoli's place. Because I don't think Rollo even knows about Nanoli.
No, he probably doesn't. He was just told
he was
going
just
to be
like,
his brother.
okay, so I'm going to be this guy's brother?
Yeah,
okay, I guess.
basically.
Maybe once he finds out that's what's happening and finds out about his past and stuff, maybe he'll be like, adoption? But either way, I think he's only going to consider him
as
a useful
tool.
connection.
What do you guys think about Guilford's whole idea of dueling Zero to the death?
Oh, yeah, I think he
overestimated himself?
No. He underestimates the strategy of Zero. Like, to see him coming head on, and we've never seen Zero actually fight well. Like, I don't know that he didn't. I think his emotions were at play there, and he didn't like read the room and realize, no, there's a plan here, and I need to watch myself. Because
Charlotte.
Yeah, he's just like my queen,
Cornelia,
my whatever.
Yeah.
Oh, you said you were talking about Cornelia.
Yeah,
I thought you were talking about a place. But yeah, I think it was just emotions for him, and he didn't read like what was gonna happen. Like, I think if he had thought more, like him and Darlton's son, both of them were very emotionally high strung.
What if Darlton saved Cornelia? What if
he didn't die?
What if he didn't die somehow? I mean, he was shot once and bleeding out and then blown up, but you know that man is hardy. Survived 2 days bleeding out. He'll be fine. He crawled over to Cornelia. He's like, I'm gonna save you, my queen.
Tanked
it. Yeah. Took her somewhere else, away from here. Okay. And she's recovering with Darlton. Becoming maybe where Jeremiah is, because we haven't seen him either.
True.
Maybe they're all becoming robots.
They're not becoming robots.
They're all cyborgs now.
What do you think he meant by wherever you are now? Do you think that maybe he means heaven or hell, or do you think that she's missing?
I would like to think she's missing, but when you said, "Oh, it could be where," like maybe he has some inkling or heard something about the thought elevator and the ability to like talk to them, so maybe he's thinking something like that. But I'm more inclined to think that she's alive somewhere.
Maybe it's I'm more inclined to think that she's died because with the plate that she was on, it kind of looked like there was a shrine place to the dead type of thing.
Yeah, but don't people even do that when people are missing for a long time?
No.
I could have sworn.
Don't know.
I don't know.
Yeah, but Rollo's at the end there having like a massive crisis.
Yeah, he's right there.
Finish
My mission.
That's like all he's ever been about is
and
the mission.
He's fighting the conflicting feelings.
And Zero's like, don't worry, we future together.
Forever.
Come, brother.
Huggies.
Very sad.
And of course they throw a wrench in the end. Suzaku.
By the name of a man who can dodge machine gun bullets with 5 seconds of lag.
Yes. The greatest accomplishment by far.
It's amazing.
Oh my gosh, so this is going to be interesting because Lelouch and Rollo are now both acting.
Yeah.
And Rollo is obviously good at keeping a secret.
No. Well, not from his superiors, I don't think, because he was having a severe panic attack when Villette called. He was like, what do I do? What do I do?
That was... Oh, yeah, but that was his emotions in the moment. He wants to stay with this Lelouch. The Zero. He's panicking. His mission is almost complete. Like, he has to make a decision. I don't know that it was he couldn't keep cool under a situation like that. I think he can keep a secret. I just wonder, like, how, his behavior towards Lelouch, like, being civil in front of everyone after knowing who he is and like fighting those feelings that he's currently fighting, and then having to keep, like, Lelouch has always kept it cool with Suzaku, but Suzaku and Lelouch, they all know what's going on, so like Suzaku is going to be super suspicious. Is Suzaku as smart as Lelouch when it comes to figuring people out? That's the question. He's physically capable, but
he's figured out Callan, but he decided to keep it on the down low. So he's
pretty smart.
Pretty good at keeping things on the down low.
Did he figure out Callan?
He
I thought they just kind of ran into each other.
Once, yeah.
But do you think that he knows about Lelouch got his memories back?
Oh, no, I don't think anyone knows except Rollo.
Only Rollo, I think.
Yeah. But, I mean, still... Well, yeah. So Lelouch is going to have to act like he doesn't know him.
Yeah.
But we don't even know...
If
he's supposed to know him.
What's his name? Lelouch would know if he's supposed to.
How?
Because he remembers his planted memories.
Ah, that's right. That's right. So he should be able to remember that, oh, I didn't know you until... Maybe.
Perhaps.
That's kind of weird. You get all your memories back and they don't mush together. They're like segmented. Whatever. Show, plot, you know.
Yeah, there's only one way to find out, though, and that's seeing the next episode, which we can't do, but you can. If you check out the Patreon, you can see next episode a whole week early. But other than that, thank you guys very much for being here and watching this with us. If you like your time here, please remember to leave a like and subscribe if you want to see more. And remember, in the description, we've got social media, we've got the Discord, you can talk about the channel, we talk about the show, other shows as well. Also, TikTok and Reels, where you can check out little shorts made from the reactions. So thank you very much. See you in the city. Goodbye.
Bye. Oh, bye.
A special thanks to our patrons, CC Flips, June, Run Travis Martin, Tyler Costin, No Consequence, and Victor Izetta.